Okay, here we go with another recipe for this week. This week's recipe is going to be a great one. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, we're doing a deep dish pizza. Okay, obviously, I think almost everybody knows that the original deep dish pizza was from Pizzeria Uno in Chicago. There's a little discrepancy about that, but you can Wikipedia that and you can find out exactly what's going on with that. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing you this this recipe this week is because this pizza is made a little different than a standard pizza, and we're going to get into that, and we're going to show you. We're going to show you how to layer it and how to do this properly. Okay, so we're going to run down some ingredients, and we're going to get on with the recipe. It's going to be really simple. It's going to be absolutely delicious, and listen, pizza is pizza, right? Have you ever had a bad pizza? Maybe you've had a bad pizza. Anyways, this is not going to be a bad pizza. This is going to be an awesome pizza. Promise you that. All right. If you guys like what I do, hit that subscribe button. You can always use more subscribers, although I do like where the channel's going to. Do like how many subscribers I'm getting each week. Hit the like button, share it with your friends, and click that notification bell. We do this every single week. We put something up that's really yummy and good. Maybe not healthy, but yummy and good nonetheless. All right. So let's run down some ingredients, okay? We got some Pecorino Romano. We have some sliced mozzarella, okay? That's one thing that's different from this recipe than if you were making a traditional recipe with shredded mozzarella. You're using sliced mozzarella. We got some pepperoni. We have some whole tomatoes, okay? I didn't squish these up yet. I have about 13 ounces of pizza dough for this. We're doing this in a 12-ounce cast iron skillet. I got some ground sausage, and I've got a little bit of vegetable oil. That's it. That's all. You might need a little flour. Actually, you know what? You're not going to need flour for this recipe. The dough is going to be fine just the way it is. All right, so let me clear some of this off. This should be quick. Yeah, and we'll get on with this. Okay, so first thing is first, we are going to bring in a cast iron skillet. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're doing the. Oops, sorry about that. We're doing this pizza. It's the closest thing that I have for the exact pans that like Uno's uses or whatever. Okay, so we're going to start out. We're going to oil this pan up really good. I know it takes a minute. Hang in there. Go get a glass of wine, right? Yeah, go get some wine. If you're watching this in the morning, grab your coffee. If you're wondering about what to make for dinner, and if you're watching from an area where it's nighttime, go grab a glass of Chianti. That would be fantastic with nice dry wine with some pizza. All right. Okay, so there we go. We probably used about 2 tablespoons. This is going to get the crust a little bit crunchy on the bottom, which is how I like it. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our dough, and this is a store-bought dough that I buy locally from a pizzeria, okay? And we're just going to spread this out. I'm just getting it warm from my hands, that's all. Just touching it up a little bit. Okay, so we took this out of the refrigerator probably, I don't know, how long ago did I take this out? I don't know, maybe an hour. And we're going to just push from the inside out. All right, now you're going to have, depends on what kind of dough, depends on, how much gluten's in it and, how chewy that your dough is. This is what you're going to wind up doing, okay? So we're just going to work this. I don't know if I'm not going to keep you guys with me the whole time while I stretch this, but I will definitely stretch this and then maybe come back. We'll see, because it's still a little bit cold, so it gets a little tough to sometimes to stretch, and I don't want to bore you guys. Some of you guys think that my videos are too long and I talk too much and whatever. You can't please everybody. That's what I found out having this channel. But the whole idea of this channel is to teach people if they don't know, right? So you have to explain it. Or maybe I explain it a little bit too much, like I am now, right? All right, so let's just keep working this dough. So now when we go up the sides, we definitely got to go up the side of this pan. And the reason why you do that is because it's going to give you like a big pocket, right? It's going to start here and then it's going to go down, so it's like an L, and then you're going to fill the center, right? That's what makes it a deep dish pizza. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. And then you're just going to take your fingers. Now, the catch to the sides are how high you go is how much stuff that you're going to put in it. This pizza is only going to be sausage and pepperoni and tomato sauce and some grated cheese and some mozzarella, okay? So I'm not going to build an edge that's, you know, this thick, because then you're going to have a lot more crust on the end and you're not going to be able to fill the pizza. It might look a little bit weird, so you have to take that into consideration as well. All right, so let's do this. Let's try to get this all stretched out. And you want to keep stretching it until the sides actually kind of stay up a little bit. Okay? And they'll stay up. You just got to keep stretching it and kind of doing this to the side of the pan. See how it's starting to form? And it'll keep forming. It's just, you got to get the dough warm from your hands, that's all. And if you get a little hole in it, just pinch it and you're fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing this. I'll bring you guys back with me when I get the edge done, and then we'll start building this pizza. I'll show you exactly how it's done. And this is done the original way, so it's the real deal. Okay, hang in there. Okay, so next thing's next. Okay, so you can see I got my lip as high as I think I need it. All right, now if you have a problem getting the lip set, don't oil. Actually, you know what? I would say before you stretch your dough. Oh, there you go. There's an alarm. That'd be a great time. Preheat your oven, 500 degrees. Do that now while you're building this, and then you'll be all set to go when you throw it in. All right. So what I was saying was, if you oil the side of the pan, I know I did. Sometimes there's a little bit too much oil on it. What happens is that the dough doesn't stick to the side of the cast iron, so it keeps sliding down, so you really got to work the dough. If you run into that, just peel the dough back a little bit, take a paper towel and wipe the excess, and then you'll be fine. But what I recommend, I kind of messed that up in the beginning just because I forgot. It's been a while since I've made this pie. So what I would recommend you guys doing is not to put the oil up the side of the pan so the dough sticks to it, okay? So now that we got that out of the way. So you can see the lip here. It's about 1 inch, and that's about how much I think I'm going to fill this pie. All right, so first things first, we got our dough stretched out, and then this is where our mozzarella comes in, okay? Just like this, we're just going to do slices. Now this is exactly how it's made, so if it looks weird, this is how Uno's does it. This is the original thing. Okay, so there we go. There's our cheese, and then what we're going to do is this is a little bit different than maybe how you would make another sausage pizza. Okay, so we're only going to just rip off like little knobs, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to push them down. Now this takes a little time. Now we're not cooking this. Some pizzas I do I do cook my sausage. I have a pound of sausage here. Now I have a pound of hot sausage. You can use sweet sausage or mild sausage, or, you know, flavored sausage if you want to, but this is kind of, this is how they do it. Now this is old school. They used to do this back when when Uno's was first around, I think in 1934 or something like that. I actually worked for Uno's many, many years ago. We're going back 50 years. Boy, the time has flown. So this is how they did it when they first started, opened up Uno's. Okay, they didn't do this. We had pre-bakes back in the day when I worked there. You would just pre-bake the dough, and then whatever in it. So if it was a, we used to call them sausage pre-bakes, right? So you would put the dough down, and then you would send that dough in the pan with the sausage through a conveyor belt, and that would be how you did it, right? And then it would cook the dough, and then it would cook the sausage. And then when you got an order, if somebody said that, you know, they want a sausage pizza with pepperoni, you just grab a sausage pre-bake like this, and then you'd lay your pepperoni and you put your sauce on it and blah blah blah, and you'd send it through the conveyor belt again, and, you know, and that's how quick it gets to your table. So if you're ever wondering about that, that's how they used to do it. Now that was many years ago. So that all could have changed. All right, so basically what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get a nice little layer, nothing too thick, okay, because we're not pre-cooking this. So I had a pound of bacon, or a pound of sausage. Yeah, you know, what am I going to say? Maybe I'll reweigh that and put everything down in the description for you guys. All right, so now we're going to do the pepperoni next. This is going to be delicious. This is going to be a great pie. You see how it kind of, like, you build the deep dishes, you build them a little backwards, kind of, sort of. And don't worry, there's going to be plenty of cheese on this. So if you guys, anybody watching, ever went to Uno's, this is it. This is how they do it. I'm glad to bring you guys this video. I have good luck with pizza videos, it seems like. Christ, I got almost a million views on I did kind of a deep dish pizza before, not an authentic deep dish pizza, but a deep dish pizza nonetheless, and that's doing fantastic, like 840,000 views, whatever. So I'm super happy about that. Now let me see if I can, so we're going to do this here, and yes, this is exactly all right, so I got to get me a whatchamacallit. So this is exactly how they do it. Okay, now they don't, you know, this is all pre-done. You know, I just opened up a can of whole tomatoes, and this is what they do. They used whole tomatoes like this, and they just broke them up with their hands, right? And I don't mind, you know, I don't mind doing this because, you know, I obviously like to cook, and playing with my food is okay, even though I got yelled at it when I was a kid. Okay, so that's that. And then we're just going to take, not too much of the juice though, so just be mindful of that. You don't want to get crazy with too much of the liquid. Now you don't cook this sauce, because the whole thing with this is that the raw taste of the tomatoes is part of, you know, the Uno recipe, right? So they don't cook their thing. Now you're gonna think this is kind of weird too, but it is what it is. And now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna push this down all around and in to the pie, just like this. Don't be afraid to push it down. All right, it's all making sense now of how they do it and what this looks like now. Okay, and that's that. Now we are gonna take some Pecorino Romano. It's another one of the things that they definitely do without a doubt. They put this, I think, on every single pie. And then when it comes out, they put more on. All right, so this now is ready. Oh, I'm the only one eating this, so if anybody's seen my Band-Aid from a knife cut, and this is it's completely covered. Please don't send me messages saying you're cooking and you're contaminating. I'm not. So anyways, having said that, oven's preheated to 500 degrees. This is going to go in the oven on the bottom rack. We're going to put it in for we're going to start out with probably 15 to 18 minutes. And then after like 15 minutes, I'm going to check it, make sure it's doing good. And if it needs more time, it needs more time. Other than that, I will be back with you when this cooks. We're going to cut into this. And I promise you, this is going to be one of those great pizzas. Okay? So we're going to see you guys in probably about 20 minutes. Hang in there. You want a delicious pie? It's coming up. All right, so our pizza has been in for about 21, 22 minutes. Again, you know, that's my oven. So we're going to yank this out. And I'm going to show you. Oh, boy. Look at that. I'll let you listen to that for a second. Oh boy, I don't know. Whatever. I like pizza. That's the thing. All right, so this is this is how Pecorino makes her deep dish pizza. We're gonna definitely let this cool down because this is ripping hot, and then we're gonna take it out of the pan. I'm just gonna let it sit here for a couple of seconds here. Let's see if we can. Maybe we can get it out. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad, right? Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take this out right now. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Woo-wee. Love cast iron. Now, you can see we filled that pie right up, right? You see it? I can't tilt it too much, but because you're going to lose everything. Like I said, this thing is just so hot right now. All right, pepperoni sausage deep dish pizza. We're going to let this cool down. I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to cut into this so you can hear how crispy it is. I'll see you guys in a second. Don't go nowhere. Finish your wine. Hang out. Have a slice of pizza. And relax. Be right back. All right, this pizza has been setting for about 5 minutes now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a knife. We're going to make this a 6 cut. So we're going to go right down. We're going to go right down the middle. You can hear how crispy that is too. Woo-hoo. And then we're going to do a slice right about here. And let's see if it's I'm trying to want you guys to. All right, so look at that. That's how you make the deep dish. That's it right there. All right, so this is a little bit sloppy. I can't, you know, hey, listen, it's a deep dish pizza, right? I'm going to see if I can just show you guys the bottom really, really quick, because a lot of people don't think you can get a nice crispy crust at home, and I'm going to show you that you can. See? Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so there we go. That is our pizza. I am going to let it cool a little bit longer, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to, you can see how hot that is, super hot. We're just going to disconnect that. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. What a pizza. Look at that. And you know, one of the best things about this is that Pecorino Romano that's on the top of it. You can smell that as soon as that starts heating up in the oven. It makes your house smell fantastic. All right, we're gonna go in now for a taste test. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I'm gonna burn the hell out of my mouth here. You know, you might not. Let's do this. You might not think that, you know, the sausage would cook or it's cheesy. Let me tell you something. Even having the cheese on the bottom like that. Sausage is cooked through fantastic. The pepperoni is all cooked. Let me tell you. You can taste every single ingredient on this pie. The mozzarella cheese, there's plenty of it. Like I said, you might not think so. Go to the deli, get your mozzarella cheese sliced on the thick side. Lay that down. You know, you've seen how I did it. But what really stands out with this pizza, and every single time I make this, I don't know, I get real happy because it's the tomatoes on the top that when you chew it, there's juice inside of them, and it just does something to the pizza. All right, listen, you see how delicious this is, you see how good this is. I got some lunch to eat, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Here's another great pizza recipe that I did. You guys like this recipe, go ahead and throw a thumbs up, share it with your friends, hit that subscribe button. You know, this is the kind of stuff that we do. We do this stuff all the time. We throw a video up every single week, and hit that notification bell. This way, when I post a recipe, either on a Friday or Saturday, you guys get it first, and you'll be able to view it and set your menu for the week if I do something that you guys like. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to go make a mess of this pizza. It's lunchtime. Have a great week, and we'll see you in the next recipe.